Please do not buy into the anti-African agenda. Africans are hated everywhere. So Wetu cannot afford to hate Africans. Black people are hated everywhere. When you see a black person, see yourself. When you see a black person, say, my brother, my sister, let's work together to build the African continent so that it can compete with the United States of America, it can compete with Europe, it can compete with China. You hate Africans, but you don't hate the Chinese. You always say the Africans are taking your jobs. Stop being used on black violence. Stop being used on an anti-black agenda. Love yourself, and once you love yourself, you love another black person. Now an African who threatens me. The African. La ke tsena le mosadi wa ka, la ke bona le Nigeria, a ke na taba le lona shem. Yala le na o ka ra le ba bona ma Nigeria le a tshuwa so. Don't be scared. We are one thing that was divided by colonialists because they were threatened by the unity of Africans. Can you imagine there is an African currency? Barona currency of Africa. That currency is going to be more powerful than the dollar itself because that currency will be backed by the minerals of Africa. Today, the pound of Britain is one of the strongest currencies. Why? Backed by gold. But when you go to Britain, there is no gold mine. But they've got the biggest gold reserves all over the world. Because they come take it here, they came and stole it here, and they've stored it there. And that's what makes them unique. There is no France. There is no France without Africa. The day Africa liberates itself from France, France will collapse as a country because France, it is based on everything African. They don't have anything to offer to themselves. They keep on taking from Africa. So please, let's make sure that we plow the idea of African unity. We may not be there when Africa gets one president, but we'll be the ones who have planted that idea amongst our children, and our children will salute us forever.
If you like. So look, man, what I wanted to talk about here, that ain't gonna be long. This is my first time ever doing a recording too, by the way. So I'm normally live and I kind of like it. But anyway, what Julius Malema was speaking of is Pan-Africanism. And when he was speaking his indigenous language, what he was saying was he was telling South Africans to stop hating Nigerians. Stop seeing Nigerians as your enemy. When you see them as you see yourself. And that's what I'm telling the African Americans here, even the ones that don't want to be, even the ones that want to be diehard American or Aboriginal Indigenous or Hebrew Israelite or whatever. When you see a black person, you see yourself. There's enough people in the world, every other race, every other ethnic group, every other species of human hate us. So we have to stop hating us. A strong Africa make us a stronger people. We are a strong people. Look what we have survived. We're still here fighting. So a strong Africa make us a stronger people. We need the African nations. We need them. They need us. Just imagine if the African American brothers and sisters all of the Africans in the diaspora that's ready to see change and want us to see work together as one. Just imagine if we could link up with brothers and sisters on the continent like a Julius Malema. Just imagine what we could do. The time is now. He said we might not be here. That's the one thing, because I say we gonna be here, because it don't take long. It does not take long for us to change our mind. All it takes is a change of mind. If we could change our mindset and learn to live by a code, understanding, loving ourselves more than we love anybody else, putting us first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth, putting us in that type of position, creating for us, creating so we can be better. Just imagine what we could do. Just imagine what a one African currency, how strong it could be with the resources. Just imagine how strong, how much stronger we would be. He said there's no France without Africa. He talked about the goal that Great Britain has, and the bitch, the old bitch is dead now, wearing that African crown. But they were talking about the gold that they have in Great Britain, but they have no gold mines. They're robbing Africa. They have raped, robbed, steal everywhere they have ever been. So now it's our time to take all of this back. Just imagine, why are we struggling when they found in the Congo last year a gold mine in the mountains, a mountain foot of gold worth about $50 trillion. Then they found gold mine, a mountain full of gold in Uganda this year, worth about $40 trillion. And both of those are supposed to be on the low end. Just imagine if we stop letting people intervene and make us fight one another. What the South Africans are doing with the Nigerians is what these people here are doing with our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean, our brothers and sisters from the African continent. They're here to take from us. They are not here to take from us. The ones that don't want to be with us, they're just outcasts. They don't need to be around. But we got brothers and sisters from the continent that's here and from the Caribbean that's here that want to work with us, that want to ride with us. But yet and still, we want to fight them. Nope. The fighting of our brothers and sisters is over. Pan-Africanism is the way. Pan-Africanism equal unity. It equal organization. It equals strategizing. So Pan-Africanism is the way. That's why I named it hashtag Team Black. Julius Malema speak. Hashtag Pan-Africanism. That's where we are. That's what our mindset need to be. Our mindset need to see us. We have to start seeing us as one people. The rest of the world, everybody else, see us as one people. So why don't we use our intelligence to see us as one people? The rest of the world seems to be more Pan-African than the Africans because they all see us as African, but we don't want to see ourselves that way. So now it's time for us to stand up. Men, we gonna play our role. Women, y'all gonna play y'all role. That's the only way this will be done. That is the only way this will be done. And we're gonna have to do it, and we will have a strong, united, organized front. We can do anything anyone else have done. But we have to stop wanting to fight one another. See, we get on these social media sites and we want to fight one another. We want to belittle one another, degrade one another for clicks and likes and views, thinking it's funny. But the only thing that we're actually doing is, what we're actually doing is bringing in a bunch of confusion, making Black people not want to work with one another. So that needs to be changed. We have to want to work with one another. We have to want to work with one another to see things better. It's not funny when we are attacking one another, but the people who have done this to us, they can get a pass. When we can sit and talk about the Black immigrants doing this, the Black immigrants are doing that. But the people that did this to us, they can get a pass. We have work to do. It seemed like a lot, but it's not a lot of work. We just have to change our mind. And once we change our mindset, once we change the way of our thinking, and I don't even use the term get on code. So not get on code. Once we learn to live, once we live by a code, the code have to be in you. And once we start to live by that code, we will be much better. Trust me. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. Everybody is getting rich off us except us. I tell anybody when they say we don't have resources here in the United States, I be damned, we are the resource. If we don't have resources, why is it everybody else can come into our neighborhoods and get filthy rich? Why you can sit there and on every corner in our neighborhood, you see somebody, you see one of those ching chongs making some rat fried rice. You see an Arab or an East Indian running the gas station and owning the motels. Now you see the Hispanics coming in, taking our landscaping jobs. You want to talk about who's taking our landscaping jobs. Ain't no black and brown together. It's black people versus the world, because those people are concerned about themselves. And I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them. We just have to learn the same thing. We have to learn to live by that code. Be concerned by ourselves, about us. So I said this was not going to be long. I just wanted to speak on what Julius Malema was speaking on, because it seemed to be what's happening in Africa, on the continent, South Africa, because that's where he is. The same thing is happening there that's happening here. But we allowing other people to get in the middle and cause confusion. Even down, I did a video yesterday. Is there a war on black men? Dr. Umar versus Cynthia G. On Fox Soul, black people talk about they don't watch Fox News and they don't do this and they don't do that because Fox is so racist and bigoted. But we had the good doctor go to Fox Soul and debate with Cynthia G about is there a war on black men. And I would tell you right now, no. Because the only thing that is divisive. And that's what they should have said on Fox, their app. No, there's not a war on black men. There's a war on black people, because if you're attacking the black man, you're attacking the black woman and the black child, which means you're attacking black people. And if you attack the black woman, you are attacking the black man and the black child, which means you're attacking black people. They have done everything in their power to keep us arguing, to keep us fighting, to keep us confused, and keep us disliking one another. But that is changing right now. That is changing at this moment. When I say right now, we're going to change it right now with the 4 pillars: respect, love, provide, and protect. But that's it for now. Y'all can check me out tomorrow. It'll be around between 1 and 2 o'clock, while we doing another episode of Mind Our Black Business. Peace and one love.